What's up, Under the Gun Review? It's your girl Gabbie, hanging here with the happiest hippie you'll ever meet. It's Mod's son.
Hi guys, this is the best day of my life. This is day 1 on the Look Up Tour. It starts in Las Vegas. This is the first interview I've done on the Look Up Tour, okay? I have lots of things to say.
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
I do.
And what a more perfect city to like kick off your tour in.
Well, believe it or not, I played here exactly a year ago. I played here on Valentine's Day at the Hard Rock. Like, how crazy is that? And
time has changed, and you're super busy. Obviously, you have this tour going on.
Yeah.
And you're getting ready to release your debut record.
Look up. When you look down, it doesn't matter where you are, there's an ending below, okay? When you look up, there's possibility, and it's endless. So look up. So life is about.
And let's talk about the record a little bit.
Yeah.
I've listened to some of the songs on it.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on musically happening. Yeah. The sound is infectious, I would say.
Woo! Love
right?
That word.
Infectious. Now,
that tight.
Let's talk about it. Obviously, you've worked
a long
time
for the last 2 years on it. At one point, I thought the record was done. This is about 8 months ago, and I was on tour with my friend named Black Bear, and I played it for him, and I was like, I'm done with it. I'm about to put it out. And he was like, listen, he's like, this is something really special. Let's even take it further. And so we spent 6 months turning it into something like that I heard in my head since the day I was born, and I always wanted to do. And so, like, you can take a record. Like, that's the most beautiful thing about patience, and like artists need to know. It's like patience is such an important thing because you can take all these things you're doing so much further. Always, with anything in life, you can take it another step. So it's like patience will work and the stars will align when you need to drop it. So it all worked out, and I have 15 songs, all brand new. And then also I have, if you go and pre-order it right now,
your book.
Yeah, you instantly, when you pre-order it, you get the song 1970, the song Howlin' at the Moon, and you also get a 50-minute audiobook of me reading my book called Did I Ever Wake Up? So that was the first time it's ever been done.
A treat.
Music. Yeah, like no one in music has dropped an album with something like literature standpoint attached to it, and especially like poetry standpoint and like spoken word, and it's scored like my favorite Miles Davis record. So yeah, man, it's a really special thing, and it's a 2-hour album. There's 2 hours of things on it. Yeah.
Now, you obviously have been teasing it.
Yeah.
Howlin' at the Moon is out, 1970.
It's out. Howlin' at the Moon, go listen now.
It's out. Never Quit, you released the video. Do you think what you've released so far is the kind of the accurate version of what everyone's gonna hear when it comes to the record? When it comes to
each song is its own life, and the best thing is that, like what you were saying with the sound being like very musical standpoint, like I came from music and playing music. We made this whole album. This isn't producers sending me beats. This is like making it all like a musician would in a garage band with their homies, right? And so doing that, it turns everything into something that's way more special. And there's no such thing as like a filler song that you can make when you're creating every part of it. Everything means something to you. So with that being said, like every song on the album has its own life, but it doesn't sound like a big cluster of like trying to try all these different sounds. It sounds like one sound, but there's no way to box it in into saying this is rap.
And you are the king of collaborations on this record. Travis Barker, G-Eazy, Machine Gun Kelly, Jody Highroller. I mean, the list goes on. Like punk rock heaven, I would say.
I know.
I mean, wow.
Yeah, it's really special, and I even have like someone who's not listed as like a feature on it. Like I have an interlude on the album. This hasn't been said yet. There's an interlude on the album that's my friend Tech Nine, who's just talking about what our friendship means to him and what the term happy as fuck means to him.
Yeah.
And so like there's like even more to be held than just like collaborating, having someone come and rap. It's like, no, Tech Nine, yeah, you're one of the best rappers in the world, but he wanted to come and just talk, you know? Like it's special.
There's so much happening, which is really cool and kind of different from music and what's happening in it right now. So I wanted to talk about a little bit. I think the fans are going to gravitate to a little bit of everything on the record, but what do you think you gravitated to the most, and what do you think, which song completed the record for you?
My favorite song on the album is my favorite song that I've ever written in my entire life, and it'll be played at my funeral someday, and it's called My Favorite Shirt Is My Skin. My favorite shirt is my skin, and that's the name of the song on the album, and you're gonna hear that one soon. And it is the most special thing that I've ever written and I've ever heard, because it's all about saying that like yourself is the only thing that like that is worth like really loving. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like once you really love yourself and you can say something like, my favorite shirt is my skin, and look in the mirror and be like, I wouldn't want to be anyone else. Like that's when you can give love and receive love. But it's like you got to be at the top of your list, and that's what's saying.
Full of motivation, it seems like. Now you're headed back on Warped Tour. It's been a while. You are a veteran now.
Yep.
Now that you know the road and kind of what happens, do you think you can fully grasp it now?
Yeah, definitely. No, Warped Tour is going to be a whole nother experience this summer, just because like I feel like I'm giving, like I'm playing the music and giving out like on stage the energy and everything that like I've been waiting to do for so long. But I developed this thing from when I didn't know what I was doing, when I would walk up to a laptop and hit, you know, the space bar and come out to the front of the stage and record and perform. You know what I'm saying? Just me, you know. So I started this from the very, you know, nothing, and built it up to here. So like I've gone through all these ropes, but like I've done Warped Tour since I was a little kid. I've been attending Warped Tour. Like that's my area. But now the product that I'm bringing to Warped Tour and the person and the whole thing that we're bringing to Warped Tour is like, now I like we finally figured out everything that like we really want to do and say, you know.
That's great. And Jody Highroller is on your record. He is on Warped Tour as well.
No, we're gonna be doing something.
Are we expecting something?
Of course. There's gonna be too much. You're gonna see too much of me and him together. I promise. That's like one of my best friends for real. So much love, Riff. I love you, man.
All right. Well, thank you for chatting with me.
Thank you.
I'm looking forward to the record.
This is a great interview. You're one of the best, really.
Thank
you for doing all that research.
Thank you. Wait, one more question.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can see, but like your outfits are always on point. You got a Guns N' Roses t-shirt on.
Let me
look at this.
The tees even though right now. Shout out my homie Conrad, right? Came through with the rads, bro. Like, oh, look at the new drips.
Outfit on fleek is what people are saying.
That's my girl. Well, I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you for joining me. Day one to look up. I love you.
Check it out.